Title: The Bamboo Forest Behind the House. It was said that no one returned the same after walking through the bamboo forest behind the old Mukherjee house. Nestled at the edge of a forgotten village in Bengal, the house stood silent and brooding, its walls sagging with secrets, and behind it stretched the thick, whispering bamboo thicket, a place locals avoided after sundown. Even in the daylight, the forest exuded a strange stillness, a haunting sense of being watched. Children dared not play near it. Dogs barked but never entered. And when the wind blew, the bamboo groaned like voices murmuring in pain. Anik, a city-bred software engineer, dismissed the tales as village superstition. When his father died suddenly, leaving the ancestral property to him, Anik decided to visit the village for a short break, to clear his head, sell the house, and leave. He didn't believe in ghosts. The first night was uneventful, except for the creaking walls and the relentless rustling of the bamboo that made it hard to sleep. Anik kept telling himself it was just the wind, though it almost sounded like footsteps pacing just beyond the window. On the second day, curiosity pulled him toward the forest. He pushed aside the dry stalks and stepped inside. The light dimmed instantly. The forest was unnaturally dense. The bamboo loomed like twisted green giants, groaning softly with every gust. It was suffocatingly quiet. No birds, no insects, only the sound of his own breath and the crunch of dead leaves underfoot. Then, a shuffle behind him. He turned, heart pounding, but no one was there. Yet he felt it, that undeniable sensation of being watched. He quickened his pace, but the shuffling sounds mirrored him exactly, never closer, never farther. He broke into a run and didn't stop until he burst out into the clearing beside the house, chest heaving, shirt damp with sweat. There was no one. But the air felt colder. And from the corner of his eye, he thought he saw a shadow slip into the house through the back door. That night, the shadows in the house lengthened. He thought he saw figures standing at the edge of the bamboo, watching. Sometimes they moved. Sometimes they waved. On the third day, Anik found old photographs in a rusted trunk in the attic, black and white pictures of his grandparents, great-grandparents, and others whose names he didn't know. In one of the pictures, dated 1934, a little girl stood in front of the bamboo forest. Scribbled on the back in a fading hand were the words, Nisha, last seen walking into the thicket. He asked the old priest in the village temple about her. The priest, now in his 80s, grew pale at the mention. Many went in. Few came back, he whispered. Those who did never spoke again. The forest holds something old, something cursed. That night, Anik dreamed of the girl. Long hair, white dress, empty eyes. She stood beside his bed and pointed to the forest. You brought them back, she whispered. He woke to find the floor wet with muddy footprints. His footprints ended at the door. But there were others, smaller, barefoot, leading to the bed. He tried to leave the next morning. The car wouldn't start. The road was blocked by fallen bamboo. His phone had no signal. And the shadows, they were inside now. Reflections moved on their own. Whispers echoed from empty rooms. Doors slammed shut, locking on their own. He screamed, but no one came. That evening, he lit a lantern and stepped back into the forest, determined to end whatever this was. The bamboo closed behind him like a gate. He followed the whispers deeper, the voices calling his name now. Anik, come play, come see. Shadows flitted between the stalks, too tall, too twisted, with limbs that bent the wrong way. Then he saw her, Nisha, still 7 years old, her eyes black as night. Around her stood others, children, men, women, all pale, all silent. And they pointed behind him. He turned slowly. A towering shadow rose from the earth, faceless and hungry. Its limbs were made of fused bamboo and bone. Its mouth was the rustling wind. And it spoke in a voice older than time. You came. You walked. Now you belong. The villagers say Anik left that night. But he wasn't the same. He never spoke. Never smiled. He moved back into the house and stared at the forest all day, whispering to himself. On the 7th night, he vanished. They say if you walk through the bamboo forest behind the house now, shadows will follow. Some say they whisper your name. Some say they smile. But none who walk too deep ever truly come back. And if you listen at night, very closely, you'll hear the bamboo groan, as if it's breathing. Or laughing.